Hey guys, day 2, shelter in place in San Francisco. How's it going? Not as good as yesterday. I'm going to break it up in segments today because I don't want it to be as long as yesterday's episode, but I want you to get an overview of what I'm feeling through this experience, okay? So the first one I want to talk about is my diet. Yesterday I ate cream of wheat, I had veggie burgers, I had limited graham cracker snacks, no alcohol. Today I'm drinking a little wine, probably a lot of wine at some point later in the day when I'm done with this editing. I've had, for breakfast, I had 2 biscuits with butter. I had a cup of coffee with this creamer in it. I'm going to touch my face. And I had sugar in my coffee, of course. And then I had a ton of graham crackers for lunch and as a snack. So for dinner, either I'm just going to have wine and oxygen or wine and something really unhealthy. Because today has just been like, I don't know whether it's, touch my face a second time. I don't know whether it's like the stress of this whole thing is kind of coming down on me, but, so diet, down. Viewing. Remember I said I was going to watch lighthearted stuff? Well, took my dog Max out for a walk and ran into a friend of mine who lives right around the corner, stayed 6 feet away from him. And he said he was watching, and his boyfriend were watching, touch my face, third time, Pandemic and Contagion and all of these movies about viruses. And it was raining when I got home. It was kind of dark, and I'm like, light a candle, tucked in, and I started watching this docuseries, I guess, on Netflix called Pandemic. And although it's super fascinating, it is scary. Had I watched this a month ago, 2-3 months ago, and none of this had come up yet, I would have been scared out of my mind. But to watch it and to know that it's actually going on right now, surreal. I don't know that I would recommend it. That's 4 times. But if you really want to scare the crap out of yourself, Pandemic on Netflix. It's a multi-episode, what is that, 5? Pandemic on Netflix. Scare the crap out of you. And I'm watching the stock market, which, I feel terrible for so many people who are close to retirement. The market's just tanking. I mean, good for you if you're in the TVIX, because it's shooting through the roof. But if you're not, and you've got your investments or your retirement in the market, I, for some reason, pulled out my retirement and put it into conservative, ultra-conservative, 2 months ago. I had no indication to do that. Nobody told me to do that. I saw nothing. I heard nothing. It just happened. I just did it. I don't know why I did it. Intuition, maybe. Who knows? Social interaction. Like I said, I ran into my friend. That's 6. I ran into my friend walking Max. But then I was also in the backyard with Max. I share a common yard with a bunch of people. And 7. Damn. And there's this new neighbor who opens his back door and just lets his dog out. And he's got a big dog and poops in the backyard. And then just calls his dog back in and doesn't pick it up. He moved in a couple months ago, and after I noticed it, I talked to the other neighbors and we figured out who it was. And then 2 neighbors witnessed him doing it. And then, so I went to talk to the guy. I figure he's reasonable. We're all adults. I can talk to him. So, because I had introduced myself when he first moved in, and I said, I'm Adrian, this is Max. what's your name, dog's name. He works for the university. I thought, okay, and I thought he was a reasonable guy. But, and when I talked to him, I was like, hey, we all use this lawn. We're all common, neighbors, and we kind of pick up after our dogs here. This sounds more awkward than it was. It was kind of like, hey, dude, what's up? I noticed that you haven't been picking up after your dog. We're all really, because there are little kids in the quad too who use the grass. One little guy is learning to walk, and he wants to use the grass. So come on, it's disgusting. And he's got a big dog, so big dog, big poop, And they all look alike. It's not like he's gonna come out there and say, well, that's not mine, that's not mine. There are like 12 of them in a row, like little tiny mountains of the exact same looking poop. So I was out there just like having a fit. So I can tell, I'm feeling aggressive, I'm feeling anxious. If this guy doesn't pick up his poop soon, I'm gonna snap. I called and said, hey, to the university and said, you got to get this guy to pick up his poop. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to go talk to him a second time. But now that they're social distancing, can't do it. Which is probably better, because at this point I'm angry. I thought we had a conversation, and now he doesn't. Now he's still crapping in the yard. Well, his dog is. Hope he's not. The dog is. So, yeah. Social interaction, that's what's going on at this point. My friends are calling. People I haven't heard from in a long time are calling, and that's fantastic. My stepbrother texts me, hey, Scott, hey, Veronica. That's fantastic. It's nice reaching out and talking to people you haven't talked to in a long time. The other thing that's got me crazy is our president keeps using Chinese virus, and this is wrong. I mean, it may have originated in China. That doesn't make it a Chinese virus. Flus, if you watch Pandemic, come from all over the world. And just because it pops up in an area doesn't mean that it's that region's fault. But to call it a Chinese pandemic or Chinese virus is out of line, uncalled for, inappropriate, incorrect, and really, really bothers me. So I've been listening to the president's, and I hate saying that, announcements in the morning with the news, and whenever he says, cringe, or, a lot of new dead people who weren't dead before, that's another one of my favorites. I hope that people out there aren't buying into that crap that it's a Chinese virus, because it's not. It's a virus, and it's affecting us all. So, with that, and I'd like to end today's video with a little bit of an upbeat. I see a lot of people reaching out on Facebook for interaction, like hit me up, let's DM, let's chat. And I wanted to also let you know, I put it in down below the last video about the Disaster Distress Hotline. And the number is 1-800-985-5990. It's on the CDC website. That's a line that you can call and actually speak to a crisis counselor. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by this and you're feeling like you need assistance or you want to talk to somebody, you're alone, call that number. If it's an emergency, like you really feel like you're going to hurt yourself, call 911. But if you want to talk to somebody about the specific crisis and what's going on and how it's impacting you, and you need to reach out to somebody, call that line, the Disaster Distress Hotline. Okay, so hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I'm still only at 3,000 steps, nowhere near my 10,000 steps. I actually finished my 10,000 steps last night by walking around my living room, my house, up and down the stairs. So today, hopefully, I will do that in a different way. Maybe get outside one more time in the backyard. Well, not the backyard. That'll tick me off. Maybe I'll go out in the front. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're safe and staying a safe distance from each other and not going insane. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah, yeah.